Okay, good morning, everyone. In the last session, we had discussed about the data stream, counting the one from a binary data stream, and then we have gone through the some approaches to find out the trend inside the data stream, which term is trending. Now, in the last, we'll discuss about the real-time analytics platform. What are the available analytics platform that can be used to process the data stream? So, for this topic, I have taken this reference. So you can open this web link and you can find the PDF. So let me share the PDF that I have already opened. So I have taken this PDF, which is prepared by Dr. Rajkamal and Preeti Saxena from the ULA University, and this is taken from a book, Data Stream Mining and Spark Streaming. So you can refer this chapter as well as you can also refer the this PPT. Real-time analytics refers to finding meaningful pattern in data at the actual time of receiving. So when we in the data analytics, generally we trying to find out the pattern on the data set which is stored in computer memory or main memory. But in a data stream concept, we can find out we need to find out the hidden pattern or the meaningful behavior from the data which is being received at a current time. So we require a real-time analytics platform. These platforms will help us to analyze the data, correlate the relationship between the various uh, samples or various data set, and the predict the outcome in the real time. So it depends on us what kind of relationship we are trying to correlate between the using the real-time analytics platform. For example, suppose if you are applying a real-time analytics platform on any e-commerce website, so we can predict that certain consumers, if they buy the product A, then they are more tend to buy the product B. So if product A is product A is accepted by the user, then the product B is also have a good probability to be purchased by the user. So this kind of analysis can be outcome of the real-time analytics platform. It manages and processes data and help timely decision making. So you can find out that whenever we are applying any analytic platform, so we generally we pass our data stream to that particular platform, and based on the analysis, we can find out some hidden behavior or pattern from the data stream, and we can use those pattern to make some decision. For example, if suppose on an e-commerce platform, if a customer is buying bread, so it tends to buy. It is probability that a customer who is buying the bread, he is also buy the milk. Or the customer who is buying the milk, he is also tends to buy the bread and the butter also. So if we find out that on a certain day we have a more consumption of milk among the users, for example, in a festive season, so we can make some decision to make a more stock of milk and bread and butter and other dairy products that can be consumed by the user. RTAP is help us to finalize the dynamic analysis application. So whatever the analysis is carried out, that will be carried out in real time. So whatever the data stream is being received to us, we'll analyze those data stream and perform some analysis. So these analysis is very helpful because as a customer is accessing your website, your RTP platform is trying to analyze the data stream, and based on that data stream, it can generally find out some preferences for the customer, or it will suggest some product to the customer as per his requirement, as per his traffic pattern, as per his searching pattern, and so on. Leads to evaluation of business intelligence. So as we have earlier discussed about the business intelligence in unit 2, so it also RTP platform we have discussed also there. So these platform is designed such that so that whatever the businesses revenue and businesses profit, that can be improved with the and analyzing the current data. There are some widely used RTAP platform. One is Apache Spark Streaming. It is a big data platform for data stream analytics in real time. Another one is a Cisco Connected Streaming Analytics. It will deliver the insight from high velocity stream of live data from multiple sources and enable immediate action. Another one is Oracle Stream Analytics, a platform that provides a graphical interface to fast data, and another one is a SAP HANA. So these are some platform which can be utilized to perform the data analytics operation. My suggestion to all of you that please take at least one platform and write a few uh, brief overview about these platform, their uses, their advantages, and their disadvantages, and take this platform as your assignment. So for the third unit assignment, you can also take this platform as a assignment also. So we are not going to discuss in detail about this platform. So I will assume that you will go to take an overview of this platform and write a 1 or 2 pages on these widely used RTAP platform and how they are usable in different kinds of application. So one of them is IBM Stream Computing. So, what are the application of these platform? So, these platform can be used to detect the fraud detection system for online transactions. So, suppose if you have applied the RTAP platform on a banking application, so based on the given data, given a real-time data, we can find out some unwanted behavior or ambiguous behavior from the data stream, and based on that, we can detect there are certain kinds of fraud is happening. For example, suppose a customer has having a credit card, and generally he is shopping around 10,000 to 15,000 per month, and on a certain day there is a transaction which is more than 1 lakh, so we can identify this certain spike in behavior. So based on this behavior, we can block that particular transaction from going to be executed, and will declare it as a fraud. Maybe it is fraud or not, so it can be a false positive or false negative problem, but generally these platform is giving us a better fraud detection analysis. We can use this platform to perform the log analysis for understanding the usage pattern. So suppose we are having a network log which is generated by in an organization which is having a the website data which is being accessed by the user, and their access pattern, their access time on the website, their IP addresses, whatever the data they are requested, whatever the services they are accessing on the internet, and based on that particular log analysis, we can understand that. But understand various things. One of them is that we can optimize the network resources to provide the better services to the user. So sometimes it is possible that in a morning time or evening time, users are more trying to access more uh, required more uses of internet bandwidth. So we can utilize our resources or optimize the resources to provide a better services to the user. We can also optimize our network bandwidth uses up to the optimum levels, to that we can schedule maintenance or other related activity apart from the peak usage time. We can analysis for online recommendations. So if you have any business or platform which is generating the online data, so we can take that online data and perform some analysis on that particular data, and we can recommend the system. Okay, so you can find out that there are various applications which is being used to recommend the certain kinds of product or services. For example, you can find out the various applications which can predict the better mobile phone for the users. They can predict the better electronic gadgets, as well as they can predict the what will be the current offer on the different website. Based on that, they can fetch you the most uh, relevance information in your on your web page. So we can apply this RTEP platform to perform the online recommendation. Social media analytics. So we can find out that social media plays an important role in a nowadays life. So we can find out that whenever we are using the social media, we are using it for various purpose. For example, discussion. We can discuss about the politics. We can discuss about the economics. For general life, for health related issues. Normally, nowadays you can see that more people are discussing about the current pandemic and after the effect of what will be the effect after the pandemic and so on. So these kind of data can be used to find out the various users behavior, various political opinion of the users, whatever the users is trying to fetch from these discussion, and based on that discussion we can predict a certain kind of pattern. For example, we can predict what is the current status of a pandemic, what will be the upcoming status of people behavior regarding the shopping, regarding the traveling, regarding the another things and so on. So we can use the social media platform to fetch this data and provide to the RTP platform and perform the social media analytics. RTP application can be also used for the post notification to the customer for location-based advertisement for retail. So when we can find out that these application also use to advertise the for any product or services to the customer. So as the suppose you have a customer who is entering on your website, whether if it also visiting the offline store, so you can analyze the data, and based on the data you can recommend the customer. So sometimes you can find out that when you are visiting any offline retail store, after detecting your presence, they will offer you some advertisement on your mobile phone by using the SMS-based services or using the internet-based services. RTP platform can also be used for emergency services, for example, fires and accident in industries. So, by analyzing these platforms, first we can take some measures and action which can prevent from any unwanted accident at any location. But suppose if there is something happened which is unfortunate, then we can apply the RTP platform to provide a better decision for the supplying of the resources and the authority which can manage those uh, services. So any next one is any abnormal measurement require immediate reaction in healthcare and monitoring. So these platform is vastly used in healthcare and monitoring system. Uh, Suppose if we are having a doctor, so as a emerging country, we are having a shortage of medical practitioner who can take care of the patient. So there are very bad ratio between the number of patient to the number of doctor. So we can use these platform to analyze the patient data from throughout the country, as well as we can also take the data from all over the world, and we can analyze those data to find out some disease prediction system. We can make a disease prediction system. We can also prescribe the medicine to the users, and we can also create a data which can be helpful to the medical practitioner to find out the better healthcare, uh, to provide a better healthcare services. So if we'll talk about the real-time sentiment analysis, it will be one case study inside the using the data stream analysis. So we can find out the positive negative sentiment. We can analyze the sentiment analysis features. For example, we can analyze at a negative, positive, smiley, and so on. So by analyzing these words, we can use some approaches. We can analyze these words, and based on that word, we can find out that certain percentages is having some positive opinion or a negative opinion. So based on that, we can identify the overall opinion of the users if they are having a more positive opinion or a more negative opinion. So, for the predicting the stock market prediction, we can use this RTP platform to generate some recommendation to the users based on the stock data. So we can feed the real-time stock price data, stock movement data, volume data, and so on. And based on that, we can predict some stock price prediction. So these are the few topics we have learned inside the RTP platform. So this is in a real-time analytics platform, we have discussed various application, about the various platform. So to write an overview about all one of these platforms by each and every student, that will be your part of assignment. Now I will go for the next one, that is a case study. So we can discuss about the real-time sentiment analysis, and we can also we should also discuss about stock market prediction. So if you talk about the real-time sentiment analysis, so by analyzing the sentiment data, you can find out various application which can be used for in a domain. For example, they can be used in a health domain. They can be used in a political domain to analyze the political data. They can also be used in a disease prediction system. They can also be used in a IoT-based system prediction system. So you can use this sentiment analysis data to find out certain opinion or behavior of the user to find out certain outcome. Stock market prediction is a very well known to everyone because if you are able to predict some movement of the stock based on the real-time data, so it is very beneficial for the user. So I think case study should discuss uh, a real-time analysis of sentiment analysis on the Twitter data. So we'll discuss on that. So let me open my Jupyter notebook. So I will run a simple program and we'll try to find out a sentiment score of any given Twitter in a real time. So is my Jupyter notebook visible to everyone?
Yes, sir, visible.
Let me find out the code first.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please go ahead. Okay, we'll discuss this example, which is regarding the stock sentiment analysis with news data using the Keras API. So this is a machine learning API which is designed to provide you support for developing a machine learning application. So let us go one by one and get a brief overview about this application. So what we are trying to do here, we are trying to analyze the stock sentiment analysis based on the news data. So whatever the news data we are feeding to this system, based on that data, we are analyzing what are the sentiment of the people. So these are the few libraries which is being imported so that we can get a some functionality. For example, uh, we'll use certain okay, we'll use the GRU here. That is your your neural one is the one of kind of neural network. So we are using here neural network. We are using the sequential model here and so on. So let us go further. So first we import the data. So this is our data which is being generated from the various news website. So by using that data, we'll analyze what is the sentiment polarity of this all this different sentiment of the data, and then we aggregate all the sentiment polarity of these data, and based on the positive or negative outcome, we'll predict that uh, certain news is favorable to the stock or not. So I can share the code to you, and you can also find the code on a Google or GitHub also. So let us go to that one. So this is your one of the histogram of your distributed data. So these are the news website which is representing the length of your news is. So you can find out that if you are having a length of 400 words, so you are getting a number of news articles which is up to the 400 length, and again the number of article up to the 600 length are less compared to the number of article up to the 400 length. And again, when we are talking about the number of article having less than 300 length, they are less than, they are in a fewer in number. So this is our model which is being created. So this is a GRU model, and now we have trained the model. So now this is your RSE curve, which is representing that uh, what is your prediction of the positive and the negative rate. So your true positive rate and false positive rate, you can find out the correlation between them. And by using that, you can take a real-time news data, you can analyze those kind of information to find out that whatever the predictions is being made by your own system. Okay. So this is the code visible to everyone? Code code was visible?
No, sir. The Jupyter screen was visible. Now
Okay.
the code.
Sorry, sorry. I think I have forgot to share the screen. Okay. Let me go through one again. So this is a simple stock analysis with news data in Keras. These are the libraries, and these are our data set. Basically, it is representing a news article from a different date and time frame. No. So what we'll do that we'll apply the machine learning here on these data, and we are trying to predict that is these data is positive or negative. So you can find out that in a this is a label data. So earlier it is already being labeled as a 0 or 1. So 0 is representing as a false negative polarity statement, and the 1 is representing as a true polarity statement. So and this is a one single news, and these are the different topics inside the news article. So when we are providing this data to them, our machine learning application will provide it as a label 0. So it will be counted as a negative, and it will count it as a positive. Now, so these are the code which is required to run the application and so. Now, if we draw the histogram of this our given data set, then we can find out that the news articles which is less than 200 length, word count, are less compared to the number of news article having a less uh, word, less than 200 words are less, and the most news articles are having the number of word 400 to 500. So you can find out that if you are getting a news article, so they are generally having a 400 to 500 words as a count. So we can analyze the visualization of our data is very important. So we can analyze various pattern. Suppose we want to analyze only this kind of, this is the data, so that we can get a better understanding of our own system and so on. Now we'll create our neural network model, and then we trained our model by the given data set. At the last, when we predict the model, we'll generate the ROC curve, which will given the relation between the true positive rate and the true positive rate to the false positive rate. So by you can also analyze various metrics here. You can analyze the accuracy score. So if you go to the our model, you can find out that our model is loss which is generating by our model is decrease in decreasing order, and whatever the validation accuracy, that is also increasing with the time. So you can find that earlier it was 5025, then it became 520, and so on. So this is a one example how to analyze the any news data to predict the sentiment regarding the stock. So now let us back to the uh, you can also use the Twitter data to predict the sentiment among the users. So if you are interested, then we can discuss an example of taking the Twitter data to predict the polarity of the sentence. Or is it okay? Okay. So I will assume that it is okay for you. So guys, these are the reference which is being taken to prepare this content for the unit 3. So you can also refer these different URL to get a better understanding of the data stream and technology. So we let me open the syllabus. Uh, Syllabus visible? Is syllabus visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So in a third unit, we have covered the streaming concept, and then we have covered the different streaming data model and the architecture. We have gone through the streaming computing. We have taken sampling data stream, how to take sampling data stream, what are the different algorithm available for that. Then we have filtering stream, so we have understand about the Bloom filters and so on. Then we have gone through the counting the distinct element in the stream. So, and after that, we gone to the estimating the frequency moment of a data stream. Then counting one inside one from a binary stream for a given window length n. So we have also covered that. Then we go for the decaying window algorithm. What is advantage of decaying window algorithm and how is it useful for a data stream? Then we discuss about the real-time analytics platform applications. So uh, 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 please mark this question as an assignment and try write an overview of the any two or three RTAP analytics platform and what are their advantages and disadvantages. And one more question about case study. So everyone will write a case study either about the sentiment analysis or about the stock market prediction. So that will be a one assignment. So Aditya, please mark this question and we'll make these question assignment in a unit 4 because I think for the unit 3 we have given the assignment also already given the assignment. Am I correct?
Yes, sir, we have submitted till assignment 3.
Okay, so we'll take this question as an assignment 4. Now we'll move toward the unit 4. So if you are interested, then we'll start the unit 4. Otherwise, we'll keep this session till here, and after that, in the next session, we'll start from the unit 4.
Sir, I guess we should start from next session, unit 4, sir.
Okay, okay. So, okay, guys. So that's all for the today's session. If you have any question or doubt, please you can use the chat box, or you can also unmute and can speak here. And if you have any question or if you want to discuss a topic again, we can also schedule a separate lecture for that. So thanks for joining the session. We are stopping the recording, and this session will be open for another 15 minutes for question and answer and discussion. Thank you.